Floss Tube. It's Lisa here from Shady Tree Stitches, and welcome to my channel where I talk about my cross-stitching projects. I have been a busy girl as always this week, although I feel like I haven't got a lot of stitching done, but my numbers say otherwise, which is really encouraging. So thank you for taking the time to join me. I do really appreciate it, as does Jenny on the ones she's on. And a quick reminder to start with that we do have that giveaway going. So if you are interested in joining the giveaway, jump back a couple of videos to the one that I did with Jenny, and I think it was at the end of May or right at the beginning of June, and you can put a comment on there and that will enter you in the draw, because we are doing that drawing next video. We got next weekend's exciting weekend. We're having a Shady Tree Stitches retreat, and so we've got a half dozen ladies coming to stay at the Shady Trees Stitching Resort. And so we will check in with you with a couple of special episodes, I think, so you can look forward to that. I also wanted to point out that my beautiful backdrop here is still here. This is actually meant to go above the bed. Where I film is in my bedroom, and this is a picture that is of I don't know, I'm going to say somewhere like Mallorca. Gorgeous picture, and my husband likes. He just hasn't got it up on the wall yet, but it does make a very nice colourful backdrop for my video. So if some of you are wondering what you're looking at, you're actually looking at a sideways scenic print, and it'll go eventually, and I'll find something new to put up there. All right, so I couldn't remember if I showed you my Animal Kingdom last time we talked, but I'm not going to show you again because I did do more stitches. I did end up doing 1,017 on it last Sunday, which was the day I filmed. I just couldn't remember if I filmed before or after it. So if you haven't seen it, sorry, you'll see it next time. But it's looking really, really good. Loving it. Just making life so much easier having Pattern Keeper. The next piece I worked on was my Alice from Mirabilia. And I worked on Alice for 400 stitches because I had to do something with a secret. And if you look closely, I think it's this one. It's actually got a little bunny rabbit hiding in the curtains, as well as the fact that the clock's sort of a bit hidden too. So my Alice, as I said, I did 400 stitches on her. She is one of my scavenger hunt pieces, so I'm looking forward to getting back into some more. And I did actually complete the first level of the scavenger hunt, which was very exciting. So this is where she's up to. It's actually hard to see with that lighting. I don't know if that's going to make it any different. There. So you can see I've got the whole bottom part of her dress done, and I worked on a fair bit of curtains. Seems to be really glaring in. It's the afternoon. Didn't realise that was going to be so glary. That's better. Now you can see it. Sorry about that. So yeah, I've still got a fair way to go with her, all the top part of the curtain and the top of her head and another bit of her dress, but she's coming along. So I'm really hoping that I can get some more love to dear old Alice sometime in the near future. As I said, she is a scavenger hunt piece. The advantage is now that I've finished the first level, I can double dip with whatever homework she fits into for the closed group of Cross Stitches Daily 30. All right, next one I worked on was my Welcome Spot sampler by The Drawn Thread. And my Welcome Spot sampler, I did 600 stitches on it. I had to do 200 on a piece that was troublesome, and the amount of things I had to frog, probably easiest if I show you in the actual picture. These little satin stitches in the roof. So they were quite painful to do because they're little, it's not going to focus on you, but they're little diagonal satin stitches, and I had to count where to put them and then work out where the diagonal was going. So that was quite troublesome. So I did that for 200 for troublesome for magic stitches. And then I also did 300 for a piece that was 2/3 or more complete for Shell's group. And this one was more complete because it previously looked like this. So I should show you the comparison. And then I ended up doing another 600 stitches on it, and mostly up the top. Look at these beautiful little satiny hearts, really making me want to do more designs with different stitches and working on the house. So it's almost done, which is very encouraging. So hopefully in the not too distant future, we will be able to get that. I haven't said so before, that's a piece of my own dyed fabric, Chatelain Designs, that I am stitching that one on. Okay, next thing that I worked on, sorry, I like to put them away as I go, life gets too chaotic otherwise. The next one I worked on was actually my Chatelain. My Chatelain is the Chinese garden mandala, truly exquisite piece. And this one was my majestic piece, because it is very majestic. And also it's my most unique project, being a Chatelain. And I did 600 stitches, well actually I did over 1,000 on it, because I was doing it for one of my reports as well. So you can see there that I had half the outline done on this part here on the side, and I've done all that outline there and filled in some of this part. I did move to the outlines because I was being a bit tricky, and it's quicker to do a border than it is to do the inside bit where you're changing colours all the time. So that's where my Chatelain's looking. So it's starting to look pretty cool. So I'm really, really looking forward to doing some more work on that. As I said, that was one of my pieces for something else. Yeah, it's one of my school report, or 1,000 Stitches for Around the World challenge. Oh yeah, that's what it was. It has mountains in it. I don't know if you can see, but that bit there is actually a mountain. So yes, it was 1,000 stitches for a piece with a mountain in it. And yeah, looking forward to getting that out again. So many different threads though, so many different beads, so many fun things to do. So yeah, who knows when that will next come across my path. We're just going to interrupt the regular programming now for a surprise visitor.
Hi.
So little Missy Moose decided to drop in and see what I'm up to.
Yes, I have.
She hasn't been doing any stitching lately, although I did give her a new hoop, which she was very excited about. So we might get some stitching happening sometime in the near future, mightn't we?
Maybe.
You never know. Watch this space. All right, bye.
Bye. I'm going to go pet my dog.
Okay, you go pet the dog. So the next piece that I was working on was Do Re Mi, a singer-song sampler, which I'm not going to show you the pattern of. I realise I'm being really bad this video at actually showing you where I'm up to. So it was previously here. And Do Re Mi I did 700 stitches on and got a finish of the section that I was working on, which was my goal. So I can very happily show you now that we now go Tea and Do. Really cute. Love that little bunny rabbit. So that's where I'm up to, and yeah, I think I showed you the whole lot last time. But we're up to Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, Do. So I just got to do Do and Re, and then that piece will be finished. So yeah, I really enjoyed working on the Tea and Do. A little bit annoyed that I discovered, of course, there's a teacup and bread, and so often I've had prompts to do food, and I've gone, I don't have any food. And there was some food under my nose all along. She's back. She's still here. She hasn't gone anywhere. The next one I worked on was my Raspberry Homecoming. And Raspberry Homecoming looks like this. So when you last saw it, it looked like this. And I hadn't really done much at all. And it's a piece from Told in the Garden that I really wanted to work on. And I'm in a sale with a couple of other virtual friends. And now she's telling the dog she loves him. She's forgetting that you can hear everything she says. So I wanted to get back onto stitching it, and because it's I had finished all my homework, I decided to work on this for a couple of the monthly prompts. So I worked on it for something that I would bring to a picnic, which would be the berries. And I've got 200 stitches more to do on it tonight, but I wanted to get the filming done. 200 stitches on a public place, because when you're in an Amish community, it is very public to have the berry picking, and you know, the quilts, they do everything as a community, barn raising, all those sorts of things. So that is currently 900 stitches on it. And so, I've only got 100 to go. Woo! And then I'll have to put that one away for a little while, which will be sad. But I've got another start of another piece of that I need to do for a challenge, because I have to stitch something with the letter that has letter I in the title. So I'm going to start Bird in Hand, which is another one of this series, which is going to be really cool. So I'm starting that tomorrow. So Raspberry Homecoming will have to go away for a little bit. So I was working also on my Linen and Threads Mystery Sal, which was my daily 30 piece that I did for 5 days during the week. And I did about 500 stitches on it. Seems to be about what I do. For some reason 77 stitches seems to be my 30-minute mark for this piece. So it previously looked like this, and if you remember, I was working on the Monstrosity of April. So I finished the Monstrosity of April. Doesn't it look good? Huge emblem in the middle of the piece. So now I've just started working on the top. Enjoying the colours that I'm bringing in with it. The pops of blue, really liking how they're looking, and going to see, interesting to see how the whole picture pans out. Just realising there's, purple, a couple of different colours to think about. Who knows where I'll go. I've got a goal to finish the top part, which is May's section, by the end of June. So I'm only a month behind, nothing too bad with that. So we'll see where that takes me this week as I continue on with it. Alright, so that is all my stitching I've done this week. I did get a bit of haul and stitchy kindness, so I want to share that with you. Firstly, I got a haul. Nicole from Divinely Designs does project bags, and she posted up a project bag with this beautiful fabric. Isn't it gorgeous? And as soon as I saw it, I went, I gotta have that. So this time I got a medium-sized bag. Last one I got was a large, and she does a beautiful job. She does them as a set, and in my set I have got a grime guard. I wanted a small one this time. And she also does what's called a thread bed, and this is the large thread bed, and it's really cool because you put it down and it holds all your threads. It catches, like a piece of felt, catches all your threads on it. Plus there's a magnet in here so it can hold your needle. And the idea of this one is you can then fold it up and take it with you when you're traveling with a project, and you don't lose all those bits that you've got pulled ready to use. So thank you to Nicole. Thoroughly recommend her service for those people who are interested. Look, I'll do an even proper ad. Divinely Designs. She's a fellow Australian up in Queensland, and I always like to support fellow Australians. Very frustrating. I find a couple of Facebook groups, so it's hard. Someone asked a question the other day about hand-dyed fabric and where you can get it from, and I can't answer because it's self-promotion. And it's like, well, I don't know how to get it out there, that people that I do it. But more about that later, because I have some more to say about that later. So yeah, so that's my bit of haul that I got. And I also got delivered, we've talked about this before, my retreat bag that Jenny showed a while ago that she's been holding on to for me, that the lovely Taryn from T0 Handmaids on Facebook turned into a bag for me, using the Stitches logo from the actual retreat. So that's a really nice project bag, beautiful zip, and she does an awesome job with her sewing. She's a fantastic seamstress too. So it's another project bag that I've got to work with now. Then there's Stitchy Kindness from Jen, because it was my birthday. She came to visit me last Sunday just after I filmed all things. And so she had scored for me a juniper design, green terrace, to add to my collection, and it's a whole kit, which is lovely. So I will have to put that onto my list of things to stitch. And also equally exciting, because I love houses and I've been talking about, there's a sale coming up that Pam and Steph are doing. It's a year of houses. And Jenny had these and she gave them to me. It's Country Cottage Needleworks, Main Street Designs. And so she's given me 10 of them for the dress shop, coffee shop, park gazebo, bookstore, cafe, grocery shop, post office, bakery, art gallery, and a flower shop. And she's also given me the specialty threads to do the border. So I'm going to do them all on one big piece of fabric. There's 10 designs there, so I'm going to do a quick bit of research and see if there's 2 more, because then I can make them into my own monthly designs. But if not, I'll just do the Main Street, and that will be really cool. So thank you to Jenny for those lovely birthday presents. My father-in-law also gave me a Spotlight voucher for $50, so there will be some more stuff coming to my parents gave me money so I can buy some stash with that, so there will be some more haul coming sometime in the near future. Alright, well thank you to the people who like to watch about my stitching. That's the end of my stitching segment. My plans for this week are just to continue working on homework prompts, try and knock over all the monthlies for Magical Stitches and the Daily 30 group, and Semi-Sane. I've only got one prompt to do for the Semi-Sane around the world. I choose to do the Extreme around the world, which is where you do 5,000 stitches on anything, and then there's 5 prompts of 1,000 stitches each that you have to do. You're only meant to do 3 of them, but I do all 5 if I can. So I've only got one of them to go. There's my traditional yawn, sorry about that. It's actually late in the afternoon, about 4:30 on Saturday afternoon. Had a busy day moving stuff out of my garage into the shed, which means that we can finish that tomorrow hopefully, and then we can try and start to move stuff from the storage shed over to the garage for me to sort, and then I should have some great haul and stash to go through, so that's really exciting. Okay, so thank you very much for watching, but if you're interested in Paddock Lane Designs things, stay around, because I was a busy girl yesterday and I want to show you what I've done. So I did some more of my fabric dyeing. This first piece is not for sale, but this is my piece that I've dyed for what's hopefully my birthday sale. I wanted a cloudy sky sort of effect, and I feel like I've achieved that. This piece of fabric is like 5'4" long, about 50 centimeters wide. So that's going to be for my village, Fairy Tale Village by Abris Arts, when I get it out of a box, because I know it's kitted up with Ada. So I'm going to do it on this lovely 32 count even weave instead. So that's one thing I dyed that's not for sale. And then I was very busy doing dyeing of even weave, 32 count. It's all the Zweigart Murano even weave. And I'm not going to go through and show you every piece, but I just wanted to show you a sample of what I've been doing. This is the stuff that's currently on my Facebook page in the group or on the page. There's some beautiful Adas. These ones here were that dusty blue, and I've managed to dye them all. Beautiful assortment of different colours. So I've got some nice 16 count Adas there. Got some linens in the various counts that I've had before. They're all mixed up. But these 32 count even weaves are just simply gorgeous. So I did quite a few of my standard colours. Spring Garden, which is the green and yellow. Autumn Leaves in the brown. I love this one. I've called it Baby Blush. It's just a very pale pink with a bit of pink. And I've got a denim. And a murky garden green. So they were some of the ones that I did yesterday. And those ones are about 15.7 by 15 inches wide for $16. And then they're also, these ones, they're also there. And the ones I want to show you here are these bottom ones. So these are, I did sort of more fat quarter sized of the even weave. and the 8s are all fat quarters and big sizes as well. So these are 26.7 by 19.2 inches, so they're a bit longer than a fat quarter but the same sort of width. So this one is Autumn Sunrise. So I've got a piece of Spring Garden of that. Pale Rose Petal. Another Spring Garden. So some of them are on the page and some are on the group. I'm not really sure where the best place to go is. So I have to hit both. There's another Autumn Leaves, another Autumn Sunrise. This one has actually gone, but look at this beautiful colour, Muddy Rose. Oh, simply stunning. So they are the ones that are, as I said, on my Facebook page. But do not fear if you don't like Facebook. If you're on Etsy, all of these ones are listed on the Etsy store. So it's a mixture there of the whole sizes and fabrics. So I'm not going to go through them, but if you're interested, check out Paddock Lane Designs on Etsy and you'll find them there. If you buy 2 or 3 pieces, I can usually fit them into the smaller envelope. So you can get 2 or 3 for less postage. At Facebook group, definitely I'll work that out for you. Etsy, I'm not so sure what they do. I'm really not quite up on it. But hey, it works. I know it's a really good place to buy my patterns. There should be more of them coming this week. I did launch this week the rest of the Year Down Under series. So we have September. September is footy season, footy grand final season. We have got October, which is, I've just done a standard sort of spring one. And then we have December for Christmas. So I have launched those ones this week. And yeah, been very, very busy. So thank you again for watching and liking and subscribing. Really do appreciate it. Appreciate knowing that there's lots of people who come back week after week to see what I'm up to. I'm always up to something, that's for sure. And I will look forward to catching up with you guys next weekend when I'm at the Shady Trees Retreat. So until then, I hope you have a great week of stitching. I hope that you can get some stitching in and it can continue to be your happy spot. I know there's quite a few in the community at the moment who are struggling for different reasons. Yeah, we all go through it, but let's pull together and support each other and continue to make the stitching community the wonderful community it is. It's so friendly and welcoming. All right, bye for now.